Hey, this is Drake here. I was going to go over another quick Elden Ring kind of guide video. I had seen a few videos on it, but it had seemed to get a lot of popularity, I don't guess you would say, is the Savage Lion's Claw Ash of War. And in my opinion, it's probably one of the best that there is. I mean, Lion's Claw was already good, but the Savage Lion's Claw is just a straight upgrade to it. And I'll show it here. You see, you can put it on any weapon that doesn't have a set weapon art on it, and I prefer putting it on heavy, something like this hammer here. But what you'll do is when you do it, you'll do a original, but if you tap it again, it turns it into a 3-hit combo, but the original was just the first. But what I like to do is put it on something, a great hammer, something heavy. It only goes on heavy weapons. You can't put it on smaller ones, I don't believe. But set it whatever you've got to bleed. As you can see right here, it's doing 171 bleed buildup. So usually on most any enemy, the 3 hits will proc a bleed on them too, and I'll show it right here. And I'm not in the DLC right now, so I'm not getting any of the extra buff on it. This is just base damage, because when you get into the DLC, you get quite an extra % of damage from your extra upgrades, your erdtree blessing, whatever it's called. Yeah, we'll go out here, and this is playthrough 5, so this guy has got quite a bit of health. And as you can see, but he's got like 9,500 health, and one of them missed. And it's got so much hyper armor on it that you almost can't get staggered out of it, which can get you in trouble, but very, very strong Ash of War. In my opinion, one of the strongest in the game. Now, if it's a fast enemy, as you can see, the one moved. So, I mean, it's not good for fast enemies, but any large enemies, slower enemies, or any armored enemies, it will break their stance almost every time and almost stagger lock them in place. And what I liked, and you see, I'm pretty in-game. Like I said, this is playthrough 5. I'm like level 559, and right now my Great Rune isn't active. All my stats should be maxed out. But yeah, and I like to, I mean, this is from my other build, but of course Shard of Alexander, and I believe it gives a 20% boost to skills, and then the blood loss in the vicinity is another 20%. So when it procs, I mean, you're getting a 40% boost from these two on the second slam that you do. And you could probably run something else other than this, but these two just mainly. And then I like to run the white mass because it, what did I do? I accidentally removed it. Alright, but yeah, I mean, it gives another 10% boost, so you get a 30% boost every time you get a bleed proc. And it happens quite a lot with 171 bleed buildup. I haven't seen an enemy other than stone enemies. Stone enemies don't take, they don't do bleed, because I guess they don't have blood. And I will show in the DLC actually where to get it, and I'll try to not really do any spoilers here, but it's very early. I mean, you could probably get this. You could get this in the first 5 minutes of the DLC. If I can. Alright. Yeah, you want to go right here to the 3-path cross. And it's just super missable. I mean, it's literally just out in the middle of nowhere. There's no enemies, no nothing around it. And I didn't find it for a long time, and I just heard it mentioned in someone else's video, and I've been running Lion's Claw for forever, and this is just better in every aspect. But yeah, I mean, it's just right up here. I don't really understand, but it's right here. I'll put them on. It's right there. Now, I mean, that's where it is. Literally just sitting right here by this little pot, the fire pot thing here. That's where it is. Let's come over here. Like I said, I mean, that's literally the second or third grace you find in the game. Very first area. You can pick this up and make short work of all those armored enemies that are so hard to fight with any other thing. But alright, that's it. Like I said, I figured I'd make a short little guide video on that, because I've seen so many other builds that are revolving around the newer weapons, which are cool and all that, but in my opinion, that's one contender to be the strongest Ash of War that they've added. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you have any comments or any questions, leave it in the comment. As always, thanks for watching.